Should you prepare a list of questions or memorize your questions before an interview? Welcome back to 101 Tips for Interviewers and Interrogators. We're going to cover tip number 28. Welcome back to 101 Tips for Interviewers and Interrogators. I'm your host, Stan Walters. And for tip number 28, we're going to talk about the phenomena of people or investigators memorizing or preparing a list of questions prior to their interview. Recently, I was in a discussion with a detective who was in one of my classes and was working a very important case. And an agency, he said, had sent one of their premier trained investigators, a premier trained interrogator, to assist an interview. This interviewer showed up with a list of approximately 37 questions, all prepared for this interview. Now, the problem was during the interview, all that interviewer did was ask each one of those questions, never followed up, never engaged the subject in a dialogue. So I think you pretty much got the answer to my feelings about should you memorize or prepare a list of questions. I don't think so, no. Because what happens is exactly what you would predict when somebody has those questions. This interviewer had these questions in mind and never engaged the subject in any type of dialogue, never engaged in any type of narration. Now, before an interview, I can see preparing, I need answers to specific areas, specific topics. But to memorize or rehearse the questions is a real problem, because then you only ask those limited areas. For example, questions like who, what, where, how, when, and why don't garner much of a response. Most times, and from the studies I've seen, not more than 10 to 15 word answer. In a narrative interview, you use the tell, show, describe, explain. Then you let the subject narrate. In your follow-up, you address the areas from the narration where there was an issue. Where there's missing time blocks, missing places, undescribed people, undetermined events, or there's gaps in time. So a list of questions is counterproductive to that. It's almost like you have a preconception of only the things you need when you walk in an interview. So engage in a narrative-based interview. Don't set and prepare a list of questions and limit yourself just to that particular area, because we'll get lazy, we'll shorten the interview, and the subject knows I just answered this point, each one of them, then I'm done. What have you gained? Even if you come back later to talk to the subject, you never recover that type of moment or that interaction with that subject again. So be sure, think through the topics, pull the narrative interview. Now, before you take off, don't forget here, subscribe to the rest of the series. And if you will, please pass this along to other folks. I've also got some special information for you here. Check out my on-demand courses if you'd like to add some more time and longer-length courses to your study. Take out the ebook for ebook through applying through the list. You see that at thelyguy.com, as well as other resources we have that are available for you to improve and enrich your skills and take it to a better level as a master interrogator. See you again soon. Be safe.